Welcome first grade teachers. In this video, we will use a CRA approach to help students understand how to distinguish between attributes that define and do not define a 2D shape. Our major focus will be the concrete and representational stages of the CRA progression. The focus will be TEKS 1.6b. Before we dive into the strategies, let's discuss underdeveloped concepts students may have. Based on kindergarten standards, some students may be able to sort or classify a set of figures by size, orientation, texture, or color, but they may have difficulty sorting and classifying figures based on geometric attributes. This skill is crucial to develop in first grade. Truly understanding shapes and being able to describe shapes mean that children must know the attributes of those shapes. What makes a triangle a triangle? What attributes differentiate a rectangle from a square? In order for students to develop a conceptual understanding of geometric figures in first grade, students need to develop the academic vocabulary. Students need to understand that shapes have attributes that define them, including the number and length of sides and the number and type of vertices, such as square corners. It is imperative that teachers provide visual support during this stage, as this might be the first time students are introduced to these words. The most efficient way to introduce the academic vocabulary is with the aid of anchor charts. Anchor charts should be co-constructed with students. Since students are actively engaged with anchor charts, they tend to refer to these more often than posters. Anchor charts also empower students to own their learning because they are a place for students to look to for support when answering questions, contributing to discussions, processing their ideas, and writing. After explicitly teaching students important vocabulary such as attributes, vertices, sides, and square corners with the use of an anchor chart, teachers can move on to the concrete stage. Allow students to explore each shape with their hands while asking fundamental questions such as how many sides does that shape have? How many vertices does that shape have? How do you know this is a name of shape? What attributes do not help you identify the shape? Using concrete models such as plastic or wooden shapes makes it easier for them to classify and sort 2D shapes based on attributes. Another great strategy includes the use of geoboards. With this tool, students can manipulate the rubber bands to physically engage with 2D shapes. This practice will help them internalize the attributes of each shape and reinforce their understanding of number of sides and number of vertices. During the representational stage, students can use dot paper to draw shapes with given attributes. The dot paper provides students with guidance and allows them to make a connection with the concrete stage where they utilized geoboards. Teachers can also instruct students to make or draw a shape with specific attributes. Students will draw shapes based on attributes given by the teacher or use an interactive geoboard online from the Math Learning Center or STEM Scopes. Other effective strategies involve the use of mathematical discourse or math talks during daily math routines. Have students participate in a not like the others class discussion of given 2D figures where any option could have a correct answer. Ask them questions such as which shape is different? Why? What attributes makes it different? This helps address any misunderstandings students may develop along the way. Another strategy includes using different versions of one shape. For example, present students with different versions of triangles, such as different sizes, shapes, colors, or textures. Discuss with students how we know the name of the shapes. Emphasize the attributes of a triangle and what determines a shape. Discuss that the size, color, or texture are not attributes and did not determine the name of the shape. All teacher and student resources are located in the companion document under Priority Instruction Content and Resources. This concludes the explanation of the concrete and representational stages of the CRA progression to help students understand how to distinguish between attributes that define and do not define a 2D shape.